Here are the stories making headlines. President Hichilema highlights development efforts in Shangombo district. Ministry of Education showcases new curriculum at the 98th Zambia Agriculture and Commercial Show. Zambia reaffirms bilateral ties with Morocco. In international news, over 60,000 migrants cross into Spain's Ceuta from Morocco. And in sports, Samukonga qualifies for 400-meter final at Glasgow 2026. Good evening once again. With the news in details, I am Chitemwiko Sai Kalonde. President Hakainde Hichilema has highlighted government's continued efforts to improve service delivery and promote development in Shangombo District, Western Province. President Hichilema said government is investing in infrastructure, healthy care, education and economic empowerment programs aimed at improving the livelihoods of citizens. He said works on feeder roads will continue to improve connectivity and support the movement of people, goods and services, while investments in healthy facilities and schools will expand access to essential services. The president added that government will continue to support business opportunities, grants and empowerment programs to help citizens participate in economic activities. More in the following reports.
More development. Let me tell you what we'll be focusing on going forward. This Shangombo road is our priority.
Local stories. The Ministry of Education has reaffirmed its commitment to promoting creativity, innovation and practical skills among learners through the implementation of the new curriculum being showcased at the 98th Zambia Agriculture Show and Commercial Show in Lusaka. Speaking to ICU TV News during a visit to the Ministry of Exhibition stand, Ministry of Education Permanent Secretary Noriana Moneku commended teachers and learners for their creative arts and the curriculum-based innovation displayed at the exhibition. Ms. Moneku said the quality and diversity of exhibits demonstrate the impact of the new curriculum in promoting innovation, entrepreneurship and practical learning among learners. She recommended that some of the showcased concepts be adopted in schools across the country to encourage creativity. More in the following report.
And this is what I was saying, that the curriculum hasn't come in vain. You can see it in the way these young ones have interpreted it, that they can be taught in class, but however, they will now implement the fruits of what they've been taught to be put to good use. And this is what is framing their future, that you never work for anyone. You'll be entrepreneurs on your own, you employ others, you have big businesses, and I'm blessing you that these are the kind of children that are going to be growing for the future. Thank you so much.
The government has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation with the Kingdom of Morocco in areas of mutual interest. Speaking during the celebration of the 27th enthronement anniversary of His Majesty King Muhammad V in Lusaka, Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary for Administration Gabriel Poleni said the occasion represents the unity and progress of the Moroccan people. Dr. Poleni congratulated Morocco on the milestone and highlighted the country's achievement, including its growth in tourism, manufacturing and sports. He noted Morocco's hosting of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations and its successful bid to co-host the 2030 FIFA World Cup with Spain and Portugal. Meanwhile, head of the mission at the embassy, Meanwhile, the head of mission at Embassy of the Kingdom of Morocco to Zambia, Morad Benaida, pleaded to strengthen economic cooperation between the two countries through trade, investment, education, renewable energy. He said Zambia and Morocco continued to share strong relations built on friendship and cooperation. We now take a break. More local stories coming up. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University stands as one of Zambia's fastest growing private universities. Now, it does not just provide classroom learning, but world-class education that goes beyond the classroom. Coming soon, exclusively on ICU TV, is Beyond the Classroom, a series that showcases what matters most: practical learning and hands-on skills development. From the School of Agriculture to mining, from engineering to media studies, Beyond the Classroom will reveal the unique side of ICU. It will help prospective students looking for the right university make informed decisions about their future. Now, this series will unpack the practical learning experiences offered across every school and every course.
Still in local stories, over 2,000 traders from Chiwempala Market in Chingola, whose businesses were affected by a fire last year, have received startup capital following the release of 10 million kwacha. Chingola District Commissioner Howard Kamwandi said the funds were provided through President Hakainde Hichilema's personal resources and distributed according to the size of each trader's business. He says the highest amount received by a trader was 40,000 kwacha, while the lowest was 2,500 kwacha. Mr. Kamwandi said authorities, together with the market leaders, identified and verified the affected traders before the distribution. He says 98% of traders have received the funds, while those who have not yet collected their money have been encouraged to come forward. The steering committee, led by Bishop Joseph Kajila, said 2,388 traders were captured during the verification process. Traders have since thanked President Hakainde Hichilema for the support, describing it as a gesture that will help them rebuild their businesses. Still in local stories, the Food Reserve Agency, FRA, says farmers who supplied maize worth over 300 million kwacha have been paid within 24 hours of the opening of its satellite depots across the country. FRA Executive Director Justin Chunka said the agency disbursed more than 300 million kwacha for 467.3 metric tons of maize purchased in the first day of the crop buying exercise. He says the faster payment system has allowed farmers to access their money on time. Mr. Chunka has urged farmers to continue delivering their maize to FRA depots, adding that the 1,749 satellite depots have been managed by local communities to ensure smooth operations. But in other news, our government, through the Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development, has launched the Zambia Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining Strategy for 2025 to 2029, aimed at transforming the subjector into a formal, productive and sustainable contributor to the national development. The ministry says the strategy will modernize artisanal and small-scale mining by addressing challenges affecting miners, including informality, limited access to finance, inadequate technical skills, poor mining methods, environmental concerns, and limited market access. Government says the strategy will strengthen formalization, improve access to geological information, technology, finance, and value addition while promoting responsible mining practices. The initiative is also expected to create employment opportunities, support rural development and contribute to economic growth. Government has since called for collaboration among stakeholders to ensure successful implementation of the strategy and unlock the full potential of the artisanal and small-scale mining sector. We now take a break. Coming up to you is more stories. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance, qualifications, National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302.
Thank you very much for still keeping with us. You are watching the ICU TV main news. Now, in international news, about 60,000 migrants have crossed into Spain's North African territory of Ceuta from Morocco within the last 24 hours, according to Ceuta's president. According to BBC Africa, authorities say at least 34 people died during the crossing as migrants attempted to reach the Spanish enclave. The surge follows a ruling by Spain's Supreme Court that migrants intercepted at sea while attempting to reach Ceuta or Melilla cannot be immediately returned to Morocco. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez described the situation as an attack and said illegal migrants would be returned to Morocco as soon as possible. Several European leaders raised concerns over the situation, while some pledging to strengthen border controls. Officials say more than 25,000 migrants have so far returned to Morocco. More in the following report.
Esta tremenda imagen de todas estas personas bajando.
News: at least one Palestinian has been killed following an Israel airstrike on Salah al-Din Street in central Gaza, according to medics at the Al-Qasqa Matthias Hospital. The strike occurred hours after the Gaza Board of Peace announced that Hamas had agreed to disarmament roadmap as part of ongoing efforts to advance a Gaza peace plan. We now take our last break. Coming to you is sports. Stay tuned.
We are the dreamers reaching for the sky. At ICU, together we will rise. With knowledge and passion, we aim to achieve a future so bright, with more to believe. We're building.
As a best graduating student, masters in the School of Humanities.
Won't be denied. From Lusaka to the world, we stand tall and strong.
Hi, I'm Genea Moyo, and I am ICU.
We're rising high with education.
Here are the stories in the sports. Zambia's sprinter Mulaza Samukonga has qualified for the men's 400-meter final at the Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games. Samukonga clocked 45.9 seconds to finish second in the semi-final, keeping alive his hopes of defending the title he won at the 2022 Commonwealth Games. Other Zambian athletes Patrick Nyambe, Kennedy Luchembe and Nidi Migilishi failed to progress to the finals after falling short in their respective semi-finals. Nyambe recorded 46.50 seconds, Luchembe 46.60 seconds, while Mingilishi posted 55.10 seconds in the women's 400-meter race. The trial will now focus on the 4x400 meter mixed relay, while Samukonga remains Zambia's only representative in the men's 400 meter final as he continues his medal pursuit. And we have come to the ICU TV menus. But before we go, a quick recap of the stories that were making headlines. President Hichilema highlighted development efforts in Shangombo district. Minister of Education showcases new curriculum at the 98th Zambia Agriculture and Commercial Show. Zambia reaffirms the bilateral ties with Morocco. In international news, over 60,000 migrants cross into Spain's Ceuta from Morocco. And in sports, Samukonga qualifies for 400 meter final at Glasgow 2026. Thank you for watching the ICU TV menus. For more news, please stick to our ICU TV page. Your host, Chitemwiko Sai Kalonde. Have a good evening.